Jai Sai Ram, everyone. Before I start, I just want to give my salutations to Ardhanarishwar, my Sadguru Sai, and my Gurudev Bhagavan, and to each and every existence in and around this universe. My Shashtang Pranam to all of you. My Pranam to all, each and every one of you who has come to listen, and to all who will listen later. My prayer to my Sai that I can shower enough love to all of you so that we can remain as a family and reciprocate to the same love. Jai Sai Ram. Last time I discussed about my one little part of my life where I had the accident in 2013, July. And Baba explained the entire scenario, like how it happened and how I was taken to the hospital. So, yes, the accident took a toll of obviously in my family, friends, Sai Dham devotees, everybody. And everybody was asking a single question, that how come Baba made you go through this terrible pain and suffering? And people were losing their trust over Baba, not especially people who knows me for years. So for me also, it took a lot of time to understand the entire process of Baba. The best thing is that Baba, as I told last time also, he took care, he stood by me and my family like a rock. And he made sure that while I'm fighting, I don't have to worry about my family, that he's taking care of so nicely. I'll share some real examples. So what happened was in 2012 December, I work for CIBC, it's a Canadian bank. So in 2012 December, my director came and asked me you need to let the insurance people know, because your insurance will start from this January. So you need to fill it up. And every year I always ask my husband what to do. He's also in another bank, so he used to guide me. This time also I called him and I asked him, he said, leave everything as it is. Only your long-term disability is high, just bring it down to, I don't know, 10, 13% or 20%, something like that. And I will increase my long-term disability. So if anything happens to me, you guys will be, taken care of. And without thinking anything, I said, okay, that's fine. Though I didn't like what he said, but still I said, okay, that's fine. So I called them, everything remained the same. I just changed my long-term disability insurance part and everything was going. In July, when my accident happened, it seemed that, the long-term insurance that I have is very, very little. But the day I had accident, 2 days after, and these are the things I came to know later, 2 days after, my husband got a promotion as a branch manager. And the long-term disability amount that I should have got if I did the right thing, but I did not, because nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. So what Baba did is immediately, in 2 days' time, he not only gave my husband a promotion, But he increased the amount of his salary in such a way that that amount of my disability was covered with his salary. Can you believe that? He took care of that. Second example, my elder son was in university at that time. He loves me a lot. And he and my younger one was very disturbed, obviously. And he was having difficulty concentrating on his studies. Still, I was in the hospital while I'm stating all these. One day, my husband comes home, checks the letterbox, gets a letter in my son's name from his university. He was, anyways, going through a lot at that time. And he called my son and said, "What did you do? Did you do anything that will upset me? Why is this letter from UFT?" But he didn't open it. So my son said, "I really don't know, Baba. Let's open and see." And they opened it, and don't know from where, a scholarship amount was sent to my son from another bank. How? Till date, we don't know. That scholarship changed everything in my son's, that he realized that, oh, as Ma always used to say, that Baba is there to listen, he's listening. And that helped him to concentrate on his studies. That helped him to believe that my Ma is not going to die. She's going to come back. Everything is okay. I just have to concentrate on studies and make her happy. So Baba did that too. In the hospital, I got the best of the doctors. I got the best of the nurses, the most loving nurses. Baba has always been beside me as a nurse, as a doctor, as a therapist, as a surgeon, as every single entity who was around me, taking care of me. And they were extremely loving, extremely. And this time I also have to take the name of my Guru Bhai. If my Guru Bhai was not there at that time, beside me, beside our family, standing strong, my husband wouldn't have been able to continue going to work and cooking and cleaning and feeding and everything for the two kids and the house and everything, and coming and seeing me and talking to doctors and things. My Guru Bhai stood thick and thin with me. Like, he's like, every day after he did his aarti and the morning rituals, he would come to hospital, stay the entire day, because my husband used to come in the morning, see me and go to work. Then Bhai would come, and then Bhai spend the entire day. And then before Dhoop Aarti, 6:30 evening Aarti, he would go, because within an hour time, then my husband would come. Apart from family, nobody was allowed to see me in the hospital because it was so bad. He made sure he stood by me. He, became friendly with the nurses, and he used to cheer me up. He used to talk to me. He used to be there. Nobody gets this kind of assistance in their life. No, I wouldn't say nobody gets. People get who are like really, really blessed. And I think I'm one of the blessed ones. So he took care of all this. Doctors took care. Yes, I was in ventilator 3 times and all those things. I was bedridden completely. And when I was in the 3rd ventilator, which of course I didn't know, I just remember that one family member of mine had come over. She showed me several cards, handmade cards made by Saidham kids, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. They all wrote, they all drew, and they had sent all the cards with them. I couldn't hold, because now that you see my fingers, these are actually a lot of surgery done and a lot of things taken care of in last 7 years. That's why it's here. I wear nail polish only to not scare people out, because everything was burned. Every nail, everything. I couldn't hold. So she was standing in front of me, showing the card, opening it, reading it, showing it to me. And the words that were written in those cards, those little souls, They were writing to me saying that, Sai Auntie, you are our strength, you are our love. We all believe that you're going to come back and you're going to be the same. And things like that. And something happened inside me, And also I came to know that my Guru Bhai has taken a vow to Baba that, and he calls me Guriya. I call him Bhai, he calls me Guriya. So he told Baba that until you bring back Guriya, I'm not going to eat proper food. I will go into liquid diet. Once you bring back Guriya, and once Guriya will be able to cook that same dal and rice and eggplant that he always makes for you and me, I will only start eating from then. And the same time when I was shown the cards, I was told about Bhai also. And something happened inside me. And I just felt something, and I can't explain. Something that everybody, is looking up to my recovery. Everybody is questioning Baba, and they want to see the answer that they are asking Baba. And for that, I have to do something. And believe me when I say, from that day, it took only 10 days. Believe me, only 10 days for an excellent U-turn in my health. And on the 11th day, I was transferred from Sunnybrook Hospital to St. John's Rehab in 10 days, on the 11th day. And they said that it never happened in history that ambulance was taking me to St. John and the main nurse was driving behind. She came to rehab to see that I am admitted properly. And it never happened in history of Sunnybrook. Never happened that the nurse would just leave everything and come. In rehab, Baba gave me the best room, biggest room, single room, attached bath, beautiful balcony in one side. Outside, there is only one big tree that I used to watch while I'm there. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, it was a very, very difficult journey, but I can say this with his blessings that he never left me alone. I will also share with you actually why Baba did this to me. I have to share. But before I do that, let me say I was bedridden in the sense that I couldn't even turn my body one side to the other. So the nurses used to come and turn me one side after 1 hour and then turn me again the other side, then again turn me straight. So they used to do it. And in rehab, when I start in the night before I go to sleep, they would come and they would put two things on side, put my hands like this, my legs like that, and tie them. Very, very painful. But they used to tie it. And when I used to cry and say, why are you doing this? I can't sleep like this. They're like, no. And then one day it happened that they left my hands open, not my leg, my hand. And my hand was like this when I was sleeping. When I woke up in the morning, my hand didn't move. So that day, I learned a very big lesson that when grafting is done, that skin is like a rubber. And that skin does not know when to stop growing. That's why we have so much scars. And because it was like a rubber, if you don't keep it stretched, it gets like this. And then to release, because I don't have any muscles, you know what I mean? I just have skin and then bone and everything. So there was no muscle. So it contracted like this and is a very difficult job to bring it back to normal. And then doctor told me that this will be there with you for your entire life. Yes, the intensity will reduce. Like now, every day in the morning, my husband gives me all the medicines. Then the nurse comes. And then it takes a lot of time for my body to get adjusted. And because it gets tight. It gets hard and it gets tight. And if proper skincare is not done, then especially in winter, not only it'll harden, but it'll crack. So Baba took care of that too. Baba got me, help 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening since the last 7 years, like since I came home. And that was taken care of. Yes, I had to fight little one or two times, but the rest he took care of everything. As I said, I couldn't move. So I had to learn everything that a child learns after a child takes birth. That means turning, cannot walk. So sitting up, remaining seated, and then wheelchair, and then slowly standing and walking. Extremely painful process, but every little process taught me so much about humanity, about doctors, about nurses, about therapists, about everything, In fact, I felt Baba is favoring me by sending all these people to me who's showering so much unconditional love to me. Spending time. I don't think ever I spent alone time other than night sleep throughout the day. I was never alone. Then I learned how to eat. I couldn't talk. So that was there. I couldn't eat, nothing. But we kept on going. He sent best of the therapists. Like I don't know how can be somebody so much full of love when they are dealing with so much negativity. It's awesome to see so much love, so much trust in themselves, in their work, that yes, I will make this right. So slowly, I learned everything. I started talking, but not fully. So they had to send me, much later, sent me to Mount Sinai, one of the hospitals here. They specializes in vocal. So they put camera inside my throat and showed on the TV to my brother and me that this is permanently damaged. And it will never be okay. And in this world, there is only one doctor in Detroit who may be able to. The chances of her losing life is much more. And we decided not to go for surgery. So Baba was taking care like this. And so all these things happened. And then just before Christmas, my husband and my kids, they are coming, talking and everything. And I realized in my own that my younger son is he's introvert and he keeps everything. And when I heard certain things from my husband and from my boys, I told my doctor that I have to go home. And he's like, no, if I send you home and you come back after Christmas, your body will again become rock. And we don't want that to happen. And I promised to the doctor that, no, please teach my husband, Bhai, please teach a couple of people how to do. And I promise you, I will take care and I will not let you down. Please let me go home. For my younger son, I have to go home. So ultimately, they let me come home just before Christmas of 2013. I came home. After 2 days, I called my younger son. I started talking to him. And then he said that, Ma, when I used to go and see you in the hospital, and I used to see my elder brother crying, my dad crying, your Guru Bhai crying, but tears never used to come, I somewhere has to feel that, why should I cry? My mom is going to come home. But at the same time, I used to think that maybe I'm a very bad son. Maybe that's why I don't cry. Maybe I'm not a good son. And this is something that ate his little brain and little heart, because he was in grade 9 or 10. And then I explained to him, I said, Baba, I call him Baba and I call my elder son Mama. So I said, Baba, you're not a bad son. Every human being is different. Your elder brother, he can express his sorrow through tears. You cannot express your sorrow through tears, but your sorrow is genuine and your feelings are genuine. And the best part is you had this genuine faith and belief that your mother is not going to die no matter what. Even when doctors are saying, you still believed somewhere inside you that my mom is going to come home. I said, that's the biggest thing. You know, if you think about it, this little soul, if Baba didn't make me realize that moment that I need to come home, and didn't make me realize that I need to talk to my eldest son and this is what it is, I might have lost him, you know, in a different way, not like physically lost, but in other way. But Baba saved that too. See, Baba is saving everything. Everything he took care of. After I came home, I was bedridden, but as I said, and every single, and the surgeries went on until early 2020, February 2020 or 2019. I did the last surgery of this finger and I said, no, I'm not having any more surgery because they wanted to chop this. And I said, no, don't do it. The little finger, we don't give importance. But believe me, I realized importance of each and every finger of my hand. What I can do, what I can't do. Even today, after 7 years, I can't pinch and pick up anything. Like if something falls, even if my phone falls on the floor, I cannot just pick up like you guys. I have to really struggle a little bit and then pick it up. So think about other items. I cannot talk until I'm having water, which I'm constantly doing. Now coming to singing and other things. You know, while I was in rehab, my doctor told my brother, Guru Bhai, is that, you know, she's in this prison for many, many months. You guys should take her out for 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours in the day properly and bring her back so she can see outside, because she, for months, like 5 months, she has not seen anything. So the first time when they took me out in a wheelchair, following all the protocols and all, Bhai took me straight to Saidam. And while I'm sitting on the wheelchair, he took me straight in front of Baba and gave me the Aarti Thali. Just imagine for a little bit, a person who got burnt like this, because of that Aarti Diya, after 5 months, first time she come out and her Guru Bhai gives the Aarti Thali to do Aarti to Baba. You know, I tried to be mad. I really tried. From inside, I was thinking, oh my God. But actually, I had no reaction other than a positive reaction. I took the thali, I'm looking on the diyas and I'm thinking, okay, let's do it. And I started doing Aarti. And I know why my Guru Bhai did that, because he wanted to take away that fear from me, which is an excellent thing to do. But what I'm trying to share is I didn't have any fear. I tried to be upset. I tried to feel sorry for myself, but I couldn't. Baba didn't let me. And I did Aarti. And it was normal, you know. So Baba took care of like this 7 years. I heard other people saying that, you know, their job has called them back, though they have so much burn and this and that. But my sweet Baba did not make me go back to work, even as of today. I have this awesome family physician who is my doctor, our family doctor for the last 21 years. My company, CIBC, amazing, never asking questions, always taking care. Even I would say that in 2018, when we decided to go to Kailash, and I was thinking that how I'm going to pay that from where. Guess what? Baba sent a letter with a check from CIBC saying that, oh, we recalculated your vacation time and everything for 2012 and 2013. And it seemed that you have not taken so many days vacation. So this is coming, the total amount for that vacation that we are paying to you. Can you believe this? He took care of that. Who took care of that? He took care of every little thing, every little thing. But now I want to say why Baba did this. In 2011 or 2012, in Baba's room, I used to tell Baba that, Baba, why are you making my husband like this? Because of me, I'm so much with you and I don't give too much time. Why? I kept on asking, he didn't reply. In the hospital, Baba came one day and Baba said to me, my dear, he showed me how much pain he's in. And then he said, my dear, I had to do this. I had to do this. I had no other choice. I had to do this because without doing this, you wouldn't be able to reach where you're supposed to reach. The same thing that Jesus Christ told me. He said the same thing. And he said, I had no other choice. So after I came back home and as the time started going and I started thinking, I realized that in 2012, he had told me that who I was in my past birth. I was with him. Yogini ShivaaSaii was Radha Krishna Mai in her past birth. She was extremely beautiful. She did all the work. She didn't live for long. She became, Baba told her that she is his Atma, his soul. So when Baba told me in 2012 who I was, he very clearly told me that I love you more in this birth than your previous birth. And when I say Baba told me, it is Baba who told me, not any other form or anything. It is Baba. And in this birth, then I started thinking everything, putting in place. In this birth also, I was extremely beautiful. Now I can say that. I was extremely beautiful. And, and it's true that Baba, I had got a lot of siddhya from previous births and in this birth also. And he has blessed me to do many things that many people already knew. But men would see me not as yogini. And women either would be loving, caring, but scared. Same people, believe me when I say this, same people after my accident, when I started looking like an alien, roop ka aar nahi tha, beauty, there was no beauty in B. Like B for beauty was also not there. Even the starting of B was not there. Those same people touch my feet, hold my hand, see me as Yogini ShivaaSaii. Then Baba made me realize that if the only thing which was preventing this soul, this body, to merge in him is the beauty. Now, how the give and take, how the policies run in Swarg, I don't know. But that is why he had to take away this, my beauty. And he had to make me go through this. However, holding my hand like anything, and he's still holding my hand today. He's still sitting with me, in all of you. And the instant change of people gave me the entire answer as to why he did. I would like to tell all of you, everybody's questioning to the Almighty Divine, and not getting back that faith, that trust, that belief that yes, He's there and anything and everything that is happening for our good. It is very easy to say that, whatever happens, happens for good. But a person who is going through that phase, until and unless you wear that person's shoes and you be in that, you will not understand. Fortunately, I cannot say that, once you get burned, you'll come to know what is going on. I can't say that, not even to myself, not to anybody. So I can't say that. But what I can say is, this is what Baba taught me. When anything wrong or anything right is happening, okay, with me, let's say, let's take my example. Anything bad or anything good is happening with me, and this is there in Satcharitra, is that the good thing, like say I win a lottery today of $1 million. That also, I will put it at his feet, saying that, Baba, you blessed for this money. This is your money. I have nothing to do with it. When I get hurt, I tell Baba that, Baba, this is also at your feet. You take care of it. Why would we only thank him when everything is going well? Why can't we thank him when everything is not going well? Because we have to see ourselves as his children, and we have to also see the things like my son, my daughter. What am I expecting from my son? What am I expecting from my daughter? What reactions I would accept from my children? How would I want them to be? All these things are exactly the same between us and our Swami, us and our Baba. It's exactly the same. So just imagine that you are giving your child everything, you're working hard, doing double duty, working hard, getting money, constantly giving. And one time your child asks you something big, and at that time, for whatever reason, you couldn't, and the child gets upset at you and starts arguing with you and tells you that you don't love, and that's why not giving them what they're asking for. If you would have loved them, you would have definitely given them, and refuse to understand that what the parent is actually going. How would you feel? And will you not be sad? Will you not cry? If not outside, from within, that I'm doing everything for my children, I'm still not being able to make my children happy. Sai, why are you doing like this? Why can't I make my children? Why my children are not understanding me? And we straight away start blaming Sai. Now think, instead of you, it is Baba, and instead of your child, that place, you are in that place. Baba is giving. Whatever you ask. And instead of thanking him, telling him that, Baba, it's the most difficult time. Please don't leave our hand. Please guide us. We believe you. We love you. We know that whatever you will do is going to be the right thing for us. You can never do anything wrong. Do you think after that, that father, that mother will be able to leave your hand? Never. Even when we tell him anything, he still doesn't give up on us. Yes, difficult time, but difficult time is only the one that teaches. If you don't know what night is, how will you know what is day? If you don't know what is wrong, if you don't do anything wrong, how will you know what is right? If you don't fall, how will you know what standing is? Think about that little child, little baby. You know, when they just turn, we get so excited. Oh my God, today my baby has turned. My baby has started, standing, though he's falling, but standing. Gives us so much. Exactly, that is what our life is. That is what our life is. Everything. And if you can think, and that is why I guess Swami always says that meditation is a very big part. Meditation does not have to be you go to the Himalaya and sit, or you close the doors and put a diya and sit and things like that. No. Meditation is just sitting, allowing the mind to be calm. Mind cannot stop thinking. So whoever says that, at least that is not what Baba taught me. Mind doesn't stop chitter chatter, but it's that we have to mold our mind. I tell kids that our mind is like the computer CPU. So whatever we download here, it stays here. So all these years, you have given your mind all chitter chatter, the negativity, positivity, love, care, anger, everything you've given to your mind. Now train your mind, Sairam. Train your mind, Sairam. Once your mind will know that, and you have to give time for that, you have to work for it. When your mind will get used to that Sairam more than the other chitter chatters that were for the last 30 years or 40 years or 50 years, then that mind's chitter chatter will change to Sairam chitter chatter. And then when you sit and your mind is doing chitter chatter of Sairam, you can see your within. And you can see that every step, he's with us. Every step. And it is us who ruins everything. He's not the one who ruins everything. We are the one who ruins everything. We either take things for granted, or, the biggest thing is ego. And that is killing everything and everyone. But everything can be changed with the simple solution of doing Sairam 24/7. Even, you know what Baba had taught me the best thing? I'll tell you, you will laugh. This I'm talking about 2006-07, around that time. Maybe, in the night, I read in such a retreat says that, when you think of Ram in the morning, you'll wake up with Ram in your mind. And I also thought that, Baba, I'm taking your name and I'm sleeping, so I wake up in the morning and that will only come, Sairam will come. But I would wake up in the morning and the instant will come, Dam Maro Dam, that song, or some ghazal. And I used to get so mad. I'm like, Baba, yesterday whole time I took your name. And now you tell me Dam Maro Dam? You tell me ghazal? Where are you? Where is that what you're writing? After a lot of going through this, because Baba didn't make anything easy for me, but he did explain. Then one day, while sitting and meditating, he said, why don't you change? Why is that song affecting you negatively? It should not. Why can't you change that song's wordings to my name and sing the same? One of my favorite songs was, and that used to come and I used to fight with Baba, is Bahut Pyar Karte Hai Tumko Sanam. Then after Baba telling me this is what I did. So the song is, sorry, my voice, as you all know, very bad, but I'll try because it's him. बहुत प्यार करते हैं तुमको सनम कसम चाहे ले लो, कसम चाहे ले लो, खुदा की कसम, बहुत प्यार करते हैं तुमको सनम. So this is the original song. I wake up and that comes in my mind. So what I do, I was fighting all the time. Then Baba said no. So now this is what I do. Sorry. Om Sai Shri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai. 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 Both Shri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.